SABC News, independent and impartial.
From an African perspective.
Welcome back to Africa Midday. Zambia has continued making positive strides in the fight against COVID-19 as less cases today are being recorded as opposed to past surging cases. The country is on a slow recovery rate in terms of business and economics. And Arthur Davis Kopa, our Zambia correspondent, now reports.
Steady progress in terms of low infection and spread of COVID-19 has continued to be registered in Zambia. Records of minimal infection are continuing to put peace at people's minds, as can be confirmed in the official statistics of the Ministry of Health. In past 7 days, Zambia has only recorded 368 infections or COVID-19 positive cases and 2 deaths, compared to past weeks and months when that 368 could just be in 1 day. And for deaths, the country could record over 40 in 24 hours. This is making stakeholders and the country feel safe. But did Zambia expect such a low rate of infection at this time? Or is the country getting there to beat COVID-19? Medical expert Isaac Sakala responds.
I want to also mention that it was anticipated that numbers would go down with the coming of the hot season. So remember that the numbers were very high when we were in June, July. To say, are we done? Difficult to say, because most likely once the rainy season starts, numbers may begin to increase again. So while they may not be as much as we saw in June, July.
The positive strides being made has, however, made some people feel relaxed and stop following preventative measures. And Dr. Isaac Sakala, who is also Resident Doctors Association of Zambia president, cautions against the laxity gear citizens have gone into.
This drop in number does not mean we are there already. So people need to continue to adhere to the guidelines.
The health sector has had a huge burden in the last months when the country had a surge. But now, Dr. Sakala tells these journalists that they could have a sigh of relief as no much pressure is being exerted on them. This means that other sectors of the healthcare system can now get necessary attention, as opposed to a scenario where all was being focused on COVID-19.
Well, I must mention that, yes, it has had a relief effect on us in terms of workload, because this means that fewer medical personnel have been deployed to these isolation facilities. So it's a relief on our part, especially the medical personnel.
Inasmuch as there are few cases today, and some sectors of the economy opened up, as opposed to the time that the country had many cases, and sectors of the economy closed down, business owners are still running at low rates of recovery. Mr. Manyikso Mnyima, a businessman in Kafiwe town of Lusaka province, confirms that many businesses are still finding it hard to rise due to the adverse effects of the pandemic.
Yeah, for now, business is quite rough. Rough in the sense that most people, those who are working, because a lot of organizations got affected, business houses got affected with the COVID thing. So people were laid off, people were not working. So it actually became quite rough for everybody. So it's only now, so even then, things haven't picked up really. But so far so good for now. Though we still have a lot of challenges in terms of business.
However, there is hope all sectors will return to normalcy with time. Zambia today has reached a 15,170 mark of cumulative cases, with 335 deaths, while 14,313 have so far recovered, and only 522 are active today. Reporting for Channel Africa in Lusaka, Zambia, I am Arthur Davis, Scopo.
Across the globe, every second, there's always a breaking story.
What we want to achieve is a healthy and vibrant economy